Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've already subscribed, if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I'm Stefanell if you're new here, and I'm here to finally share a quick look into my birthing story, my pregnancy journey, birthing story. It's been a year now since I've given birth. It's been a year and some weeks, I would say, because I gave birth on October 25th, 2024. My baby girl is 1 year old. So I'm just here to share a little bit of what that journey looked like. So let's go. So this pregnancy, it was a lot different from my first pregnancy. For this pregnancy, I did find out pretty soon that I was pregnant. I missed my period. I don't usually have irregular periods, and I took a pregnancy test. I took about 4 pregnancy tests. I think I still have them somewhere, and they all came back positive. And when I made my appointment to visit my gyno, I went to my gyno and did an ultrasound. With the ultrasound, they couldn't see anything, so they did a vaginal one. And when we did the vaginal ultrasound, it was just a cyst, so nothing was developed. That's how soon I was. So she, I had to wait, and then I had to come back later on to ensure that there is a baby there and the baby was in the correct place. So we did that, and we went back. Lo and behold, there was a viable pregnancy there. So I found out I was pregnant. I'd say I found out I was pregnant around the ending of February, early March. I'm not sure of the dates, but I'm gonna insert. I have videos and clips of when I found out, so I'm gonna check the date. I'll put it on screen so you can see exactly when I found out. I'm telling you guys, I found out I'm pregnant, and then here comes the morning sickness. My first pregnancy, I never have no morning sickness. Pregnancy, but the morning sickness feel bad. It was horrible. It was horrible. I was constantly nauseous, just nauseous, to the point where I had to get medication for it. And sometimes the medication, they don't help me, just have to live with the feeling. It was so horrible. And I went through that pass, thank God. And throughout my pregnancy, for the first 1 to 2 trimesters, I had a really good pregnancy. Then when I kick in my 3rd trimester, problems start arise. So I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. I wouldn't say I was full blown. I wouldn't say that I had a full blown gestational diabetes, but I was right maybe 0.1 over into being into having gestational diabetes. So let's just say we had gestational diabetes. My numbers was not super high, but we had gestational diabetes, so I had to be poking and prodding my fingers daily. I was so over it. I have a kit every day. Me have to take my blood pressure 3 times a day like clockwork. It was super frustrating. I cried a lot. I had to watch what I was eating. I did not go on medication. Thanks be to God, what we did was we used nutrition to manage and monitor my sugar levels. So when you have diabetes, it's not only your intake with actual sugar, but it's your intake with carbohydrates, because remember, carbohydrates is then broken down into glucose, which is a form of sugar. So you have to cut down on the amount of meat, because meat, if you understand, so you're only supposed to eat half a cup of rice, and that's half a cup of rice when it's not cooked. And I'm like, what that I gonna do? So we had the gestational diabetes. I had to do the testing. I think I did 3 sets of tests for the gestational diabetes. Listen, pregnancy, it's not for the weak, and I'm grateful that I got through it. I wanted to try to have my baby naturally this go around, because of my first baby I had via C-section, but because of the gestational diabetes, it was more likely that I would get another C-section, and then the baby was trending on the bigger side. My doctor advised me it would be best to do the C-section. I wanted to do a vaginal birth, but when it's all said and done, my safety, the safety of my baby, the health of my baby and myself was my number one priority, not just the experience of having a vaginal birth, right? So I went, and we went to the hospital that I was planning to have my baby at. When I went there, they read my chart, all information from my OB, and I was told, go get an ultrasound and come back here tomorrow to be admitted, because they wanted to see the position of the baby and everything and the weight of the baby. So just like that, everything just started snowballing from there, because I went to the doctor today, told I'll be admitted tomorrow, and need to do an ultrasound today, so that before I can be admitted tomorrow. I'm not yet packed for the hospital. Bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. I was full term, but I was not 40 weeks, you know, but I was in the safe zone. I think I was 39 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So we came home. My hair was not done either, people. The night before I got to the hospital, I was up all day, all night. I did not sleep because I was braiding my own hair. I don't know why I take that up on myself, but I go to hospital with my hair braided and the ends not plateaued. And I'll just insert videos so you can see, because I documented everything. Most of these are over on the TikTok side, but I will insert them for you guys. So I was admitted to the hospital. What I would say, I was admitted. When I got hospital, remember I gave it the 25th, so I feel like I got hospital probably the 23rd. I think on the 23rd I get admitted, and on the 22nd I get admitted. Me dead then, because my surgery was scheduled for the Friday, which was the 25th, the Friday. Time come now for my surgery. Listen, the experience at the hospital is something that I will not talk about, but if you don't know anything, you don't know. Some doctors, nurse, them attitudes stink. I cried. Let's just say that I cried. I was so upset, because I'm like, having a baby is such a sacred thing. It's such a vulnerable time in your life. You should not have to deal with stinking attitude and people treating you any sort of way when you're in such a vulnerable state. And these are doctors, these are professionals that should be working on you. Sometimes you're not even conscious when they have to do what they're doing. So I definitely would advise it. If you have the money and you can go private, do it. Me just learned say there's a thing such as home birth. Me, because it's a C-section, you know, I could not say I'm doing a home birth or anything. But home birth is a thing in Jamaica, guys. If you are interested in it, do your research. Again, do what's best for you and the health of your baby. But you know your body, you know your journey. So just do no research. Please do no research, because it's possible. Home birth is possible. There's a girl on here, her YouTube page is so quaint. I'm not sure if that's her personal YouTube, but you can go to her that YouTube, and if she has a personal page, you can go from there and find it. But her name is so quaint on YouTube. She did a home birth, and I did not know it was possible in Jamaica. So ladies, research. It's possible. We have options, right? We have options. Anyways, that happened. I cried a lot. Then the day came for me to be induced. I was induced in the morning, and going into any surgery, you know, the nerves. and they push me in the theater, have me in the theater all a wait. You know, nerve-wracking, cause when you push wheel me out on that bed for God theater, me I think alright, we're go straight in the theater. No. They have me also in the hallway, sit down and wait. And I wait. I mean, I head me have to pray. Me have to pray. Me have to recite Bible scripture and my verse I calm my mind. And I say, Lord, you're in a control, calm my mind. Put me to sleep, because with my first surgery with my son, I had to do the same thing, because they did the same thing. They wheeled me into the hallway, and I was just there waiting. And I said, God, oh my God, I'm too nervous, Father. And that time I had high blood hypertension with the pregnancy then. And I'm like, God, calm my mind, Father God, calm my mind. Until I fall asleep. And then I wake up when them are wheel me go in, figure start. And then I was put to sleep that first time. The second time, I have to just slap me and I rely upon God. I said, God, I just Bible verse, I just pray. And I can't really pray. I have to say, Lord, help me, Lord, be with me. And I have to recite my Bible verse. Because my favorite Bible verse is from Isaiah 41 verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. And I have to say, God, they tell me not to be afraid. You know, and you say, fear not, for you are with me. Comfort me. I saw me after there, I comfort myself and just try zone out and try get in a zen space and try get some sort of peace. Anyways, came time for me now to go into the theater room and anything. We were there deciding on whether, because I wanted to go to sleep. We were there talking, and I was speaking with the anesthesiologist. I spoke to him and he was just telling me what he does and all of that. And then he was telling me between the two options that I have, like he can put me to sleep, or he can administer a spinal injection where everyone from up here is dead. No, from my hands down. No, my hands, I could move my hands. From the chest down, I would be dead. Guys, it is not a good feeling to have no life in a lower body. I remember I wasn't completely nominal, because I could feel them touching me. I could feel, you know the feeling of like a finger rub upon you. I could feel that. I could feel all of that. It's just that there's no pain. I could feel every tug. I could feel everything. So I was like, oh, I want to go to sleep. And my doctor was like, you'll be awake. We're doing the spinal. Let's go. Let's get started. I was like, at first I was, oh, why do I have to do this? I was nervous. But then, now looking back, I was so grateful, because really and truly my mindset going into that surgery, it was not the best. And maybe if I had went to sleep, we would be having a different conversation, or maybe we would not even be having this conversation. So right now I am grateful for the decision that was made for me to stay awake and to be alert. And really and truly, it was not a long process. And he said, okay, we're doing a spinal. So they said sit up. I had to sit up straight. Right, they clean my back with whatever they clean, they clean the back with and everything. And then they must say, okay, there's gonna be a pinch, blah blah blah, sit straight, because I don't want to have to do this again. I'm like, okay, say less, because one thing with me, anything was too hard for me make up my mind, say at one time I do it and at one time only. And that's what I've always done. So when them say, okay, I'm back, I say, me no want cripple, me no want you have to dig up in my back. Not to tell me twice. I was still so me slung up like a G, don't flinch, no nothing. When the injection pierced my back, I feel it. I say, yes, Lord. And then he put something in, and then he insert something else, and then in Lego whatever insert, and you just feel everything just have flow in your body. Because you feel everything around through your body. And then I just start feel it. Nothing. I just start feel the nothingness come in my body, and put me for lay down and then strap up my hand. But me, of course, they have something, blocking me. I was there trying not to hyperventilate and not to have a panic attack. And I'm talking myself, if your mouth feel metallic, just tell me if you feel any type of way. So I'm just there, and then one thing I could barely, it was still like I was loopy, but I wasn't completely out of it. I was like, maybe I was high, and I don't know how to explain, and it's like me in a slow motion. I'm in a slow, going slow and just mellow and chill out. That's how I felt, just zen. But I was aware. What can me?